What's going on, everyone? Average Player, and I bet y'all probably figured that this was coming again sometime soon, but in the last 2 weeks, I've gone 7-1-1 at my locals. In the past 2 weeks, second both times. Yesterday, I went 4-0-1, and the week before that, I went 3-1-1 and got, or 3-1-0, or 4-1-0. No, so I've gone 8-1-1. Sorry. I went 4-1-0 2 weeks ago, or last week, and then this week, yesterday, I got 4-0-1. So I'm giving you guys the exact deck that I played. I understand that not much has changed, right? Cards have changed around from the main deck to the side deck. Some of the side deck cards have been taken out. Some of the main deck cards have been changed around a little bit. The extra deck has only not that much of a change. I'm not going to really try to explain much. Going to try to fly through it as fast as I can. But the deck is at an exact 40 cards and actually was like really consistent and really helpful. Trying to get combos off. I was able to see hand traps on top of being able to break boards and having full combo. But we're going to go 3 Sprite blue, 2 Sprite jet, 1 red, 1 carrot. 1 double crush to finish off that, make it look pretty, and 3 starter. Don't need to really explain this. That's my ratio for everything. Yeah, I'm working on getting into one more ultimate rare of those. But, yep. That's my Sprite engine. The side deck does have a little bit more Sprite cards in it. That's why it's a little weird. And sorry if my voice is a little raspy. I haven't been feeling too great. But the Nimble package, 2 Angler, 3 Beaver. Best package or one of the best packages in the deck, which is actually the smallest package I have in the deck. You basically only use it to send off a sprint, and if you side in D-Shifter, you normal summon Beaver to special summon an Angler, or special summon a Beaver and go full combo. And that's if you don't see this package, the For Hire package. So we got 3 Rex, 6 Rex because of the 3 Fossil Dig. Moving down a little bit. 1 Dampa, 1 Beat. I have a secret coming into this. Raphael, Rookie, and Mayhem, I have a secret coming into this. I'm trying to max this deck out because it is my favorite deck to play, as you guys know. But, yeah, this is perfect. I didn't side out any... I never side out any For Hire cards. The only one you'd really kind of want to side out is Mayhem if you're playing Shifter, but that really has no merit. Because you're just going to use Rex, search Rookie anyway, and then continue doing what you need to do. But before I continue on the hand traps, the 5 games that I played first round against the guy who beat me last week. We ended up tying. Second round I played against Trap Tricks, beat him. Next round I ended up playing against Pearly, beat him. Next round after that I played against Raid Raptor, beat him. And then the last round I played against Heroes and beat him. So that's what I played against. So hand traps, 3 Ash Blossom, 2 Nib, 3 Imperm, 1 Called By. And if you notice, it has been significantly tuned down. I used to have 3 Crow in here, and then it moved down to 2 Droll and Lockbird, and now it's just this. And honestly, the Nibs might come out for a couple more board breakers. I'm thinking about moving Nibs to my side deck, rearranging around my side deck a little bit, and putting in, like, Forbidden Droplet or something like that. But we'll see. We will see. Then, again, there's that. Can't really max out that stuff because that's too expensive. But I'm working on it. Next, we have our only copies of Board Breakers is 3 Triple Tack. Now, this card came up clutch so many times. I told my opponent who was playing Trap Trader, like, look, dude, you know I have Raphael live on the field, right? You saw me add the negate to my hand from the graveyard, right? If you activate Zeus, you will lose the game. I'm not trying to be mean. I was like, if you activate Zeus, you lose the game. He goes, activate Zeus. I go, I chain Raphael. Pitched in a gate, and he had 1 more material left on Zeus, so he couldn't use it again. And I go, triple tack, take a monster. Took his monster, got us away his last one, and then ended up poking him for enough because he couldn't do anything. So, yeah, triple tack is good in here. This is a card you don't have to play, but you can play it. It's really good with the Nimble package, but it is a card that I keep in. If I'm going first to win more card, I get to play without a normal summon, so if I fall into a Nibiru, then this card goes pitch, or dump the angler, summon 2, right? And then keep playing, because, you know, you're going to fall into Nibiru. It's a way to basically bait out Nibiru. If you have this, if your opponent doesn't ash you, then you're trying to play into that Nibiru. And then you're just going to normal summon and combo anyway. Link monsters, not really much has changed. I got rid of my Azalea. I mean, it didn't really ever come up, but to be fair, Azalea was a little bit of a burden in this deck because you had to have 3 spells in the graveyard, or you're going to be negging. Like, you're going to go summon it, pop a card, send itself to the graveyard, unless you had 3 spells in the graveyard. So we're going to go Link monsters, 1 Sprint like normal, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Goddess, because this card is underrated, 2 Donner, and 2 Folgo. To be fair, the Donner came up way more than the Folgo did. I only ended up summoning this card twice. Once against the Snake Eyes player, which he negated, and that allowed me to win in time, to be honest with you. Because if he would have popped any of his cards, this card would allow me to win. And then once against the Raid Raptor player, in which he negated because they have no choice but to negate it. But yeah, that's basically it. You IP for Goddess on your opponent's turn, basically help break their board. And there's been times on multiple occasions where I was able to get the materials up to IP and make Goddess on my opponent's turn to get rid of their card, on top of having extra ways to get rid of things. But XC's 2 gigantic Sprite, and you can honestly make an argument for 3. I might look for a third one, and I might put a third one in here. Alright, 1 Mannequin Cat, as this card's absolutely busted, but you only want 1 of them. 1 Cat Shark, because I like to OTK everybody. 1 Onibi Maru Soul Sweeper, 1 Sky Crisis, 1 Zeus. I'm working on getting an LT of this. Yeah, so, in all reality, you can take out an Onibi Maru, you can play 3 gigantic Sprite, and then obviously you still have 1 spot left, because this is a 14 card extra deck, and that last spot's going to be SP. Just to give you guys a little bit of a clearer thing, because there's actually been multiple occasions where I've needed a 3rd gigantic Sprite, especially using a Link 2 to be able to punch for game, and had to work around in a weird way to get a kill. So it was just weird. Now for the side deck, not really much has changed. I'm going to start off slow with it. Wiz, I'm going to try to explain it. This is my time card. Against the Fire King Snake Eye player, I summoned this, and he had to negate this. Right? It got sent to the graveyard. The problem is I would have gotten my negate out. Right? I would have gotten Raphael out, which is big enough in the attack position to not have any of his monsters beat over it. So I would have gotten Raphael out, banished the Rex from my graveyard, added to my hand the negate, so I can negate his card, and if he has to destroy something, I would have gotten a draw. A draw 1, because there's only been 1 monster on board, but it would have been draw 1. So this card's meant for time. Super good. Spell Canceller, you don't have to play it. I think it's a very big punish for people who droll you. Right? Albeit you can still play through droll. I can end on Sprint, Mannequin Cat, Spell Canceller, right? Pretty good board. The Sprint can detach off of your Mannequin Cat, bounce a card, Spell Canceller, negates all spells, right? And I'm only playing 1 trap card, and it's going to be on my side of the field. So this is a very big punishment for my opponent playing Droll and Lockbird, or any decks that play Wind and require a lot of spells. Alright, now we have the hand trap part of the side deck. 3 shifters, you see I got a little upgrade for it. And then True Droll and Lockbird. Like I said, Droll came out of my main deck to my side. I actually have not seen it. Actually, at all. To be honest with you. I mean, I saw it once, used it, and my opponent was like, oh, okay. I used it against Pearly yesterday, and I had to combine it with another interruption to stop him. It was literally this plus, I think, impermanent. It stopped him. So, that's the hand trap part of the side deck. We got Board Breaker part. Kind of. Well, 2 pink, because we sit with, monsters and, stuff like that. That actually came up with threatening the Trap Tricks player, so... and now we got a mini Sprite part of the side deck. 1 red, 1 Pixie, 1 Gamma Burst, Red is basically you're taking out for carrot if you're going first, and you know you're playing against a heavy monster negate or heavy monster build, and not too many spells and traps, especially since you're going to be siding in the next set of cards. Pixies and Gamma Burst is for the OTK because, you know, I like OTKs, and I actually got it off yesterday. So, and then the last card, I don't have a side deck without 3 Solemn Judgment. The card is absolutely fucking crazy. Okay, I understand there's another card out there that's better, but nothing will beat good old-fashioned Solemn Judgment. So the side deck is 15 cards, extra deck is 14, main deck is 40. So let me know what y'all think about it. As I said, I went 8-1-1 over the course of 2 weeks at my locals with it. So it is highly, highly competitive. Right? So let me know what you guys think. Next time I come back, there's not going to be much changes. I'm just going to try to show how pretty the deck is, to be honest with you. Unless there's some major changes, like Elf comes off the ban list, or some crazy level 2 or Link 2 comes out. But other than that, that's it. I'm trying to give you guys other options on what you can play in your extra deck. The main deck, the problem with some main deck cards, and I do have them with me, right, that I am not playing for certain reasons, or even in my side. Right, and we're going to go over 3 of them, right? So, Red Resonator is a good card. If you don't want to play Wiz and you want to side in Red Resonator, it's good. So, either one. Right? So, I'm going to go over real quick 3 cards and why I don't play them. Just a real quick, you know, breakdown of them. Right? One card being Click and Echo. I do not play Click and Echo because I feel like it's stupid. Like, I understand it can't be used for anything. Your opponent plays with their hand revealed. But if they're playing a Link strategy, they just get rid of it, summon it to your field, now your hand's revealed. You know, again, this against Fire King Snake Eye does absolutely nothing. I mean, other than you get to see their hand, but you have to draw it, right? You have to draw this. Or you summon it off a Gigantic, which you try, generally with my strategy, you want to keep it on board for as long as you can. So, there's other better cards for me to summon out than Click and Echo. Next is Ibly, right? I do not play Ibly anymore. I have not played Ibly in actually quite a few months. I think like 6, 7 months, 8 months. Ibly isn't as good anymore. If you're playing against Branded, Ibly's amazing, right? The problem is depending on what version of Branded they're playing, Chimera, they contribute this way to normal summon one of their Chimera cards. So, and they keep playing. Ibly isn't as good anymore. Snake Eye Fire King literally laughs at this. Right? I mean, they can't special summon Ponix, but they still go normal summon Ash, add a card, Link 2. You basically just gave them a free Hita, and then they're able just to play anyway. So, and then Smashers. It's not that I don't like Smashers. Smashers is good. The only time Smashers really comes up is against decks that are heavy trap base. But this deck does a really good job against the heavy trap decks anyway. In the matter of fact of, you're popping a whole bunch of cards your opponent has. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I tried to explain a couple things. I do have another Branded deck profile coming up for you. I'm just trying to fine tune it, work out the kinks. So, see y'all later.